Okay, let's start out standing. You don't need any weights or anything in your hands. We're just gonna stand on the mat. I want you to start with your legs really wide this morning. We're gonna warm up through the hips first. You can just take your hands to your hips. I want you to turn the toes out, relax the shoulders down and back. Take a deep breath in. We're just gonna go down nice and slow and then rise up really slow as well. Don't go fast first thing in the morning. Kind of assess those joints, the ankles, the knees, the hip joint here. Going down with an inhale, and then exhale, press back up. Good. Squeeze back up to the top. Down, and exhale, lift. Use your breath as you do these. We'll add on a bit of balance in just a minute. I want you to reach the arms out to a T. Start adding in some work on the arms, but just keeping them still. Exhale, lift. Use your breath. Think of drawing up and in through the pelvic floor. Draw the ribs down. Good. As you come up, I want you to slowly rise up onto your toes. I know you can't see my toes, I don't think, but come up onto the toes, then drop the heels and go down. Come up onto the toes and go down. As you come up, maybe add the arms straight up. You can keep the arms still if that helps with your balance. I just want to get your heart rate going a little bit so that we can warm up the body. You'll be able to move easier through our mat work. Lift and then lower. Good, lift and then lower. Good. Now I want you to come down, hold this here. You can continue the rise and the lift of the tall arms, the tall toes, or you can just give me a little hop. Just a little hop. You can continue the lift and lower, or you can just lift up onto the toes. You don't even have to move the arms. Let's do this for 8, wherever you are. 7, 6, 5, keep going, whatever level you're moving at. 3, 2, you're gonna bring the feet in pretty narrow. Heels won't be all the way together. You'll have 4 or 5 inches in between. Just move through the knees and press back up. It's a very small range of motion. Down and push and squeeze. Try hinging forwards and see if that gets you a little further. So the feet peek down 4 or 5 inches apart. Take a little peek down there, and you can hinge forwards, and that'll give you more space to move here. Now, whenever you come up to the top, I want you to try to rise up onto your toes and drop the heels. You don't have to go up onto the toes. Just a bonus for a little bit of balance. I'm already out of breath. Good. It's already warm outside this morning. I walked a mile before I taught class today to warm my legs up, and it is already toasty. Down and then exhale, lift. Now, you can stay here with these. Just add in some little hops right there. You can be a ballerina today and just lift and squeeze. That's up to you. You can stay here. Wherever you are, go for 8, 7, 6, 5, good, 4, 3, 2 more seconds, and 1. Good. Bring your feet into parallel. I'm going to turn to the side. You can definitely stay facing forwards if you need to. I'm going to take one leg back. Let's say the right leg. Everybody, let's go on the same leg. Right leg is back. My hands are going to go straight out in front today. Shoulders down and back. We're going to go slow. You're going to go down, lift, and then I want you to hinge forwards if you need to. Grab onto something for balance and try to lift your leg in line with the hips and then put the hands on the ground. Then you'll lift back up, set the foot down, and go into a lunge. Go slow. Down, lift, Try to straighten the standing leg almost all the way. Hairline bend is all we need. Hands go down, get a little stretch. Lift the arms, lift the torso. I'm glad that wall is there. Bring the toes down. Now we add, it's 2 pulses on the lunge. 1 and 2, we come up, we send it forwards, just like a warrior 3 in yoga. Then we bring the hands down. We come back up to that warrior 3, and the toes go down. I am all over the place this morning. Can you see me? Here we go. Down 2 pulses. 1 and 2. Lift, send the arms forward, pull the belly into the back. I need to listen to my own cues. Bring the hands down. Lift, hold, foot down. 2 more. Pulse for 2. Lift, that standing leg is burning. Here we go. Hands down. Lift back up into that warrior 3, arms long, and back. Last one. 2 pulses. Come up. We slowly send it forwards. Try to anchor it down, bring the hands down, breathe. Slowly come back up to that warrior 3 and send the foot down. Step both feet together. Arms down by the side. Now we're breathing hard. Bring your chin to your chest and slowly roll down. Let the arms go, let the head go. You can bend the knees if you need to on this first roll down today. Take an inhale at the bottom and then exhale, hollow out through the tummy and pull back up. Slowly rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time, scooping through the stomach. I'm going to turn. You can stay where you are if you want. The left leg is going to go back now. Just observe the balance on this side, not necessarily judging it, just observing it. Arms reach straight out. You're going to go down slowly. Come back up. Send your weight forwards. Look down at the ground. Grab onto something if you need to. Send the hands down. You're going to lift back up to that warrior 3 and send the leg back into the lunge. Now we go down again slowly. Take your time. Lift. Find your balance. Pull everything in. Think of hugging the inner thighs towards one another even though they're separated. Bring the hands down. Slowly lift. Again, all over the place over here. And then the toe comes down. We go down for those 2 pulses now. Down for 1 and 2. Come up. Lean forwards, hold. We bring the hands down. We're going to lift back up to that warrior 3. The toes come back, 2 pulses. 1 and 2. We come up. Hairline bend, that's all, and that standing leg. Come forwards, squeeze the glutes, bring the hands down. We come back up, find that coordination here with it, send it back. 2 pulses, 1 and 2. We come up, send the body weight forwards, hold, arms are long, send the hands down. Breathe, lift, those arms go long. 1 more. Down for 2 pulses. 1 and 2. We send it forwards. Arms are long. Pull the belly and the back into the spine. Bring the hands down. Feel that standing leg and foot working. Good. Come back up. Send the leg back. Arms down. Step it forwards. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, roll down. 1 vertebrae at a time. Scooping through the stomach as you go down, letting those arms hang. Let the head hang. You can have a little bend in the knees if you want. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. Should be warmer now. We're going to hollow the belly. Exhale, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Scoop through the stomach. Pelvis slightly forward, stack the spine, shoulders come down and back, shake the knees a little bit if you're dizzy at the top, just breathe. We're gonna go down to the mat, so grab that if you had it further away. gonna move this so you guys can see a little bit better. So you're gonna go down on your side. Okay, all the way down on your side, and I want you to place your hands behind your head. This can also be done with one hand behind the head, and the top hand can be down on the floor if you need it for balance. I want you to put the feet in the air and the knee, the bottom knee, down on the mat. So it's a little bit of a twist there. Try not to get the upper body twisted up though. Keep your top elbow just slightly in front of your ear. Keep the toes lifted and feet together. You're gonna open the top leg and close for a clamshell. So that bottom leg lays on the mat just on your thigh to the knee. 3, and close. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we add on. You're going to open the knee, kick up towards the sky, bring the feet back together, and close the knee. Open this up, feel it in the back of that leg, kick up towards the sky, bend, and close. 6, kick, toes, and close. 5, nice long legs, there we go. 4, here we go. Lift, and close. 3 more. Feel that top leg burning. 2 more. Last one here. And then close it down. Send your bottom arm out with the arm long, the palm faces up. I want you to keep the legs long here. Bring them slightly forwards towards the front of the mat. Lift your top leg all the way up. And then drop it down as far in the front as you can. Then lift the leg up, big rainbow back. Try not to roll over backwards. Lift the leg up, circle it around to the front. Now, if you want to work on that balance even more, bring the hand up behind the head. It's going to change the dynamic of it a little bit. Nice and slow. Really root down through the leg that's on the mat. Big circles. Nice. Again, focusing on balance and stability on one side, but with the friendliness of doing it laying down. Toes tap. Let's do one more. Good. And then bend the knees in towards you. Come up from there, and then let's flip. So we'll go to the other side. Starting out with those clams, we'll go down. The hands are gonna come up behind the head. Top elbow is slightly in front of the ears. The knees are down, but the feet are lifted. Squeeze the feet together. We open and close. 7, and close. 6, 5, 4, 3, give me 2 more. Keep squeezing on the back of that top leg. Now we add on. You're gonna lift the leg, extend towards the sky, all the way straight. Toes come together, and then we lower the knee. Lift the leg up, reach, tap the toes, and close. 6, squeeze, good. And close. 5, and we close it down, good. 4, and 3, come on, squeeze that leg, I know it's burning. 2, 1 more. I did jump yesterday, so my legs are on fire. We're gonna extend the legs all the way out. Extend that bottom arm all the way out as well. Palm faces up. Your top hand can go in the front here at first. Bring the toes slightly forwards. Lift the top leg all the way up. Find a big stretch. Really engage the quad on the top of the leg above the knee. You're gonna extend the leg out in front. Tap it down to the ground. Big rainbow up and over to the back, but don't let anything else move. Lift, you won't be bringing it as far back as you are forwards. Just not enough movement through that hip flexor to allow that. You can always bring that hand up behind the head, but keep in mind, it's gonna feel different on one side than the other just because we naturally have better balance on one side. Nice and slow, find the breath. Knit those ribs together. Feel the inner thighs working here as well. Let's all do one more together. Good, you'll bend the knees in, and then we'll come on to all fours. So this can certainly be done the entire series down on the forearms. You pick, I'm gonna give you a choice, and you might see me moving between the two. You decide what works best. So I'll start on the hands, and one trick for the hands too, if you roll your mat up and create like a little platform, you can put your palm on the mat and let your fingers dangle over the front edge. And it creates a little softening ledge there. That way you don't have as harsh of a 90-degree angle. That's definitely a way to help the wrists feel a little bit better. So let's just start on all fours, either forearms or hands. And I want you to take one leg straight out to the side. It doesn't matter what leg. We're going to do the same thing on both sides. So it's going to go straight out. It's going to feel a little bit odd here, but I want you to point the toe, and I just want you to lift it and lower it. 7, 6, out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up, send it back behind you. Now square those hips up. You're gonna go down, tap the toenails, exhale, squeeze and lift. 7, the leg stays long, lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, try not to let that low back arch. 2, and 1. Keep the leg lifted. Flex your foot, bend the knee, press the heel up, the knee lowers down. Press it up again. 7, 6, feel that supporting leg as well. 5, again, go to the forearms if needed. 4, 3, push up and away from the mat, from the knees and the hands. 2, last one, lift this up, lower the knee, bring it out to the side like a fire hydrant move. 8, and lower. 7, 6, good. 5, hang in there with me. I know that other leg's burning. 3, 2, now bring it back in, extend it back behind you, point the toes. I have my right leg out, so I'm going to extend the left arm. You just want to do the opposite. So whichever leg you have back, do the opposite arm. You're going to pull the elbow and the knee in, round the back, extend it back out. 3, and reach. 2. We have one more. Reach it all the way out, and then sit back on the heels. You can turn your palms to face up towards the sky if you were on your hands. Even if on the other side you want to change down to the forearms, you certainly can. It's not going to change the work there, just slight angle of difference there. Slowly roll this up. Bring your hands back behind you, even if it's just interlacing the fingertips. If you can get the knuckles all the way together, do that. If you can get the hands together, just open the chest. Opening up through those shoulder blades, lifting the chin. You can always come up tall on the knees if needed. You don't have to sit on the heels. Shake the arms. And let's come back forwards. Our last one, and then I'll take you into more traditional work. Hands are gonna go, I'm gonna split so you guys can see what's going on. Hands or forearms, you extend the legs straight out to the side. It's a little bit different position. You point the toes and then lift the leg up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, already on fire, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted, send it back. Tap the toenails, exhale, lift and squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg lifted, flex your foot, bend the knee, hold. Lift the leg, lower the knee down in line with the other leg. 7, and lower. 6, 5, 4, almost there. 3, 2, you're gonna bring that leg down, open up fire hydrant. 8, 7, 6, 5, almost there, come on, 4, 3, feeling that other leg, 2, and 1, hold this, extend the leg straight back, point the toes. Opposite arm reaches out. You draw the belly and the back in, you round, extend and reach for balance. 3, still working that balance today. And 2, a little bit of cross patterning for our brain this morning. And 1, we extend and then we sit back. Palms face up. Just take a big deep breath. And then let's roll up from there. Then I'm going to take you standing again. So grab a drink if you need one. But we're all going to come up together. I did this with Rosemary yesterday, and we both did it together. And it seems really simple, but there's a lot of moving parts to it. So I want to make sure that you feel it. We'll go really slow so that everybody can feel this. So let's just actually start with a couple of roll downs so that we can transition to a little bit more of a traditional movement here. Arms are going to go long. Feet are about 2 to 3 inches apart for all of us. Your chin is going to come down to your chest. And then I just want you to slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Let the arms go, let the head go. You can slightly bend the knees if needed. And then I want you to put a little bit more weight into your toes instead of the heels. Good, slowly roll back up. Scoop through the stomach as you come back up, hollowing the belly. Good, shoulders down and back. Again, we go down, chin to chest, rolling down. Just kind of relaxing our breath, stretching the backs of those legs, telling them thank you for the first 20 minutes of work we did there. And then we're going to hollow the belly, roll back up, scoop through the stomach, root down through the feet as you come up. Shoulders down and back. Try your hardest not to drag the hands on the legs. Arms are dead weight. One more, chin to chest. We're going to come all the way down, let the arms go, let the head go, and then hollow the belly and roll back up. We cleared the slate from everything else that we've done. Take a deep breath, wiggle the knees a little if needed, and then bring the hands out behind your head. So a little variation of those roll downs and roll ups here. I'm going to have you go down into a squat with the knees parallel. Then I'm going to have you hinge forward. So I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see me. You're going to hinge forward. I'm not laying down on the knees though. It's just a slight angle. The spine is braced. It's elongated. Then all I want you to do is hollow out the belly and round the back. I'm not dropping the body any lower though. From there, keep your knees bent. Sit your low back up against an imaginary wall. Your mid back, knees are still bent. Your upper back, your shoulder blades, your head, everything, and then you stand. Should make you a little bit out of breath. We go down, hold there. You hinge. Then you round the back and you slowly roll up that wall. Breathe, and then you stand. So think of that rolling as you come up. Again, you go down. You squat, hinge forwards. Okay, now round the back. Deepen it right there. Then roll up against that wall and stand up. Now let's reverse it. So I'm gonna have you stay with the legs straight. You're gonna round forwards and hold here. Then, once you've rounded the back a whole lot, you're gonna squat down, then elongate the spine. You're gonna slowly stand up and then hinge back up against the wall. You're gonna round down, nice and tucked in through the belly. You're gonna bend at the knee hole, then elongate the spine. You'll straighten your legs and hinge up against the wall. Last one, rounding forwards. You'll bend at the knee, stay rounded through the belly, elongate the spine, straighten the legs, and then stand all the way up. Keep the hands behind the head. We exhale, rotate to one side, bring the arms out to a T. Keep the pelvis forwards, hands behind the head, rotate to center. Rotate to the other side, arms go out to a T, hands up behind the head, we come back into center. Rotate again, open those arms out to a T, hands up behind the head, and back into the center. You rotate those arms again, bring the arms out to a T, hold, bring the hands back behind the head and center. One more to each side, rotate, pelvis forwards, arms out to a T. Hands behind the head, you come into center. Rotate again, last one, arms go out to that T, pelvis forwards, hands back behind the head, and we come into center. Just lean to one side, get a stretch, inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, we take it over to the other side, and we exhale, lift. Do one more to each side there. Good. You'll lift back up to the top. Then I'm gonna have you bend your knees and come down to the mat. There we go. So let's go all the way down on the back. Moving through some pelvic curls, which we normally start with, but taking a breath here in the middle of class. Arms are gonna go long down by your side. Knees are just a few inches apart, same as the feet. Then I want you to tuck the pelvis, inhale. Exhale, slowly start to peel the spine up. Take an inhale at the top. And then exhale, we roll back down, scooping through the stomach as you go back down. Back into neutral. Let's just do a few more of those. Inhale, tuck the pelvis. Exhale, lifting up to the top and holding it there. Pull those bottom ribs in towards one another a little bit. Brace through the spine. Then scooping and rolling down, articulating, pressing into the arms and into the hands. Again, tucking the pelvis, inhale. Exhale, lifting the hips into the air, holding it at the top. Then we scoop and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Good. You're going to take your right leg and bring it up to tabletop. Hold it there. Keep the knee really still. Just a single leg pelvic curl, just as we were doing, but with one leg lifted. Tuck the pelvis, slowly lift the hips, then scoop and roll back down. Still working that single side of the body work today. Tuck the pelvis, lift the hips into the air, hold this at the top. Keep pressing into those arms and then scoop and roll down. Feel that other leg shaking? My other leg is vibrating. Again, tuck the pelvis. Lift the hips, hold that at the top. Now, I want you to extend the leg up, but lower it down where your knees are in line with one another. Keep it there. You'll lower the leg and only lift it up to the knee. 2, exhale, lift. 3, don't worry, only one more. You'll lift it all the way up, bring the leg back up to tabletop, scoop and roll back down. Woo! Bring your right foot down. Bring your left leg up to tabletop. Take a deep breath. Slowly tuck and exhale, lift. Scoop and roll back down. Again, tucking the pelvis, lifting the hips, press into the arms, press into the palms, and then scooping and rolling back down. Tucking the pelvis, slowly lifting, holding this at the top. Take that left leg, extend it up. Lower it down where it's in line with the knee. We lower the leg, exhale, lift to the knee line. 3, exhale, lift. 2, 1, you lift all the way up, tabletop, scoop and roll down. Bring your legs up, squeeze them together at tabletop. Slide those arms out to a T, and just give me a little twist from side to side there. Find your breath. Take it over to the right and the left at your own pace. Bringing those legs back to that center tabletop. And then you're gonna set the feet down on the mat. Knees and feet are together. Your arms are long down by your side, and I want you to lift them about 1 inch off of the mat and just hover them there. Don't let them drop whenever your head comes down. You're gonna exhale, lift the hips, and you're gonna try to shorten the distance between the bottom rib and the hip bone there. You're gonna try to pull it together like an accordion. Keep the arms floating. You drop the head and the chest. Exhale, lift. You can certainly do this with the hands behind the head if needed. Inhale, lowering. Exhale, lifting. Inhale, we lower down. Exhale, lift. Hold here. Take your right leg, squeeze your knees together, and just extend it out at a diagonal with those legs still squeezing. Hold here, pump the arms, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. In. And exhale. Bend the knee. Let the head and chest come down. Keep those arms elevated. Lift the head and chest. Extend the left leg out. Squeeze the legs together. Pump the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhaling. In. Strong arms. X. In. And X. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knee. Let the head and chest come down. And then slide the arms out to a T again. I want you to bring your right leg up to tabletop. The left leg comes up, hold. Extend both legs straight up in the air and flex the feet back towards you. Hold this here. I want you to pretend that you are seated on the mat, just like we do for the spine twist seated. Hold this. Squeeze the legs together, flex the feet. You're going to go over to one hip, just like you're rotating the upper body in that seated spine twist. Exhale, pull the legs back to center. Keep the feet flexed. Take the legs over onto the opposite hip. Pause. Exhale, pull to center. Palms are facing up. Take the legs over to that opposite side. Exhale, pull to center. Pretending that you're seated again, just twisting that spine in a different way. Over with an inhale. Exhale, pull to center. Feel those legs start to shake. Flex the feet. One more to each side. Last one. I'm gonna push you just a little bit here. Point your toes. Bring your arms down by your side. Now you can bend the knees if needed. Lift the head and chest. Lower the legs down to 60 degrees or straight up and down. Pump the arms. Inhale. Exhale. In. X. In. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can do this. Inhale if you need to. Lift the legs higher. Exhale. In. X. In. X. In. Exhale. Almost there. Inhale. Exhale. One more. In. And X. Bend the knees in. Let the head come down. Do what feels good here. Just rock. You can hold still if needed. Massage that lower back. Good. You're going to bend the knees and bring the feet flat onto the mat. Your palms are going to squeeze together with the fingertips together all the way down to the heel of the hand. The knees can be slightly separated on this one. A little bit of rotational work. Now we're going to lift the chest and hold. Keep those palms squeezing together. I want you to take it over to the right side, just on the outside of the thigh. Hold that. Instead of going through center, I want you to think of going up and over to the other side and holding there. Again, rainbow up and over to the other side for that rotation. And squeeze the hands together again, lift up and over. You exhale as you come over. Inhale through the center and exhale, rotate. Again, exhale up and over. Inhale through the center. Exhale, you go over. One more. Inhale through the center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale back into the center and bring that all the way down. Reach the arms all the way up over your head. Extend the legs all the way out. Squeeze the legs together. Palms are shoulder distance apart. We inhale, start to bring the arms forwards, chin to chest. Exhale, rolling forward, squeezing those legs together, rounding the spine, shoulders away from the ears. We roll down here, slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Reaching the arms up. Good. Inhale, bring the chin to your chest. Exhale, we roll forward, squeezing the legs together. Slowly rolling back down with control, all the way back down, and reach the arms all the way up. Just a couple more. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, move through the spine, just like you're doing the roll down standing. And then we roll back down to the mat. Articulating as you go down, reach the arms up over the head. Last one, and we'll stay up. Inhale, chin to chest, arms forwards. Exhale, we roll up. And then we're gonna go seated tall. Flex your feet. Just as we did on our back, we'll repeat seated, the same exercise. Arms come out to that T, the palms face up towards the sky. Flex the feet, and we exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. It's a double bounce, so it's a rotate, rotate, and back to center. It's also a double breath if that feels okay to you. Sit as tall as you can. Sometimes that breath can make you a little bit dizzy, so just be mindful of that. Take it back to a natural breath anytime that you need to. Back in the center, I'm going to have you take your feet just to the outside edge of the mat. Flex the feet back towards you. Turn your palms to face forwards. We're still going to do that little rotational double bounce from the spine twist, but we'll add it into the saw. So we're going to rotate, rotate, then reach, hold, lift to the L, back in the center. Again, rotate, rotate, reach to the opposite foot, lift and center. Rotate, rotate, lift, kind of like you're winding it up. Flip that back hand backwards, flex the feet, lift, and we rotate center. Rotate, rotate, reach. We lift and back to the center. One more to each side. Rotate, rotate, reach into it. Lifting here and center. One more. Push, push, and then go into it. Reach that back hand backwards. Lift and back into the center. Bring the legs all the way together. Point the toes. Reach the hands forwards. Hold. Now, stay here, but try to elongate through your spine. Bring the hands back in line with the shoulders. Turn the palms to face backwards. Little pulses of the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel those arms. 3, 2, one more set. 8, 7, 6, 5. Long arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the arms forwards. We're going to roll down. Whenever you get down to the mat, you can continue the roll up. So we can take the hands back up over the head. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, we roll up. You can continue here, or we can go into the roll over. So you have options. Please listen to your body today and what it needs. You're going to roll down, bring the arms down by your side. For the rollover, let's make sure we set up properly. Bring one leg to tabletop, then the other. Extend the legs out to 60 degrees. Inhale to 90. Exhale, try not to hoist yourself up and over. Press into the arms and just continue rolling, just as if you do the roll up. Keep your eyes on your thighs. Flex your feet. Open to the width of your shoulders. Maybe tap the legs down. It's okay if they're too tight. Roll down with the feet flexed. Legs engaged, pressing into the arms. You point the toes at 90 degrees, and then we circle the legs straight back together. Again, continue the roll up if needed. Inhale to 90. Exhale, we roll over. Flex the feet, open to the width of the shoulders, tap if that's available, and then roll down. Engage the legs heavily there. At the bottom, we point. Circle the legs back together. Good. Inhale to 90. Exhale up and over, or the roll up. Flex the feet, open to the width of the shoulders, and we roll. Good. Point the toes. Circle. Last one. Inhale to 90. Exhale, rolling over, slowly, controlled. Palms into the mat, flex the feet, open to the width of the shoulders, tap, and then roll down. Point the toes, circle around, no matter where you are. Find yourself with the knees pulled in towards you, hug them. Do what feels good, maybe a little rock from side to side. I want you to rock yourself up and go seated with the legs long. Now I'm going to show you 2 versions of this. That way it's arm, shoulder, and wrist friendly. So you can come down onto the forearms
and do it there. You won't have as much of a lift, and it's a lot of work on the lower body. But you can just barely lift there and then tap the bottom, and that way you're getting a big stretch on the shoulders right there. So if you have super tight shoulders, this is even, it's much more of a deeper stretch down on the forearms. You can try it there if you want. Then, if you want to here, your fingertips will face towards you, or if it's too much on the wrist, face your fingertips towards the outside edge of the mat. You decide. Arms are going to stay long, legs are going to stay long, and we lift for that reverse plank. We lift here, and then we inhale, tap the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap the mat. Arms long, legs long. Exhale, lift. Inhale, we tap the mat. One more. Exhale, lift, squeeze those legs, hold. You can do this, and lower down. We're gonna roll over onto our stomachs from there. I want you to bring your fingernails overlapping, just the fingernails, so don't overlap the whole hand. I want you to zip the legs up as much as you possibly can and press the toenails down into the floor. You're going to bring your forehead down to the hands, and the hands and the forehead are going to stay connected the whole time. If you don't want your hands on your face, it's okay to leave a little bit of wiggle room for it to hover, okay? So I want you to inhale, lift the chest with the hands coming with the head. Feet stay down and the legs stay heavily connected. You exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, shoulders down and back, elbows are wide. Exhale, you lower. Inhale, lift. Zip those legs up, maybe even the heels together. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. We lift up, hold this up. Bring your arms out to a T. Bring your hands back underneath the forehead and you lower down. Lift the chest, bring the hands out to a T. The hands come back to the forehead and we lower. Lifting the chest, the arms go out to a T. The hands come underneath the forehead, we lower down. Let's do one more together. Lifting here. Bring the arms out to a T. Hands come underneath the forehead and we lower down. Bring the hands up underneath your shoulders. Bend the knees in towards you and sit back into a rest position, rounding the back. Taking a breath, you can let your forehead rest down on the mat if that feels good. I'm going to have you shift your weight forwards and come onto all fours. Then I want you to send your right leg forwards. And I want you to take your hands on each side, framing that front foot. Your back leg, the knee is down, the pelvis presses forwards. Now, if you want to turn that back foot under the toes under to stretch the toes, you can. That's completely up to you, how you want the foot to lay today. Just feel it out, see what feels good. Find your stretch here, open the chest, take a big deep breath in. And then exhale, let it go. One more deep breath here, sinking into this stretch. Exhale, let that go. Now I want you to push back. Go onto the heel, lift the toes. You don't need to sit all the way back onto the heel. Just stay almost at a 90-degree angle on that back leg. Straightening out the front leg only as much as it wants to. And then you can take your inside hand for added balance and pull the foot back towards you. It will also deepen the stretch. Deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, let it go. Bring the hands back down if you have them up. You'll bend the front knee, hold. Then we're going to lift up with the hands on the thigh. You can keep the hands on the ground if you need to, though. Hang out where it feels best to you. I want you to lift the left arm up. If you have the right leg forwards, lift your left arm up. Then I want you to lean over to the right side, deepening that stretch through the quad and the hip flexor on the left. Bring the hand down, bring both hands down to frame the foot. Then push back, go onto the heel, lift the toes. You can grab the foot and pull back towards you just ever so slightly. Breathe here. Bend your front knee and bring both hands on the inside of the leg. If you had your back toes curled under, try to let them go on this one. Both hands on the inside, try to squeeze the shoulder and the knee, hugging it in towards one another. If this is not deep enough of a stretch, take your outside elbow down to the mat and hold there, see if that's deep enough. If it's still not quite deep enough of a stretch, then take the inside arm down and hold there. You can hold it up on two hands or down all the way. Take a breath. If you're down on the elbows, bring your hands up onto the mat. Sit back just a little bit and then swing that leg around back behind you. I'm going to switch just so that you guys can see. I'm going to bring the left leg forwards. Back foot, toes are curled under or the foot is flat. I want you to press the pelvis forwards, hold here. Hands are framing the foot. Take a deep breath here. This is your chance to take some long, deep breaths and relax the body. Let's push back, extend through that front leg, flexing the foot, just feeling the difference on the other side of the body, maybe tighter, looser. You can grab onto the foot, pull towards you just a little bit deeper, take a breath. Exhale, let it go. Bring your hands back to the mat, forwards, send the body weight forwards, hold there. If you want, you can bring your hands up onto the thigh, lift the chest, deepening the stretch through the hip flexor and the quad on the right leg. You're gonna lift your right arm up and then lean over to the left. Try to stay upright here, not leaning forwards. Bring the arm down, bring the hands down. We'll push back to stretch through the hamstrings. One more time, lengthening that left leg, bring the hand onto the foot, hold there, just relax your shoulders. This time as we come forwards, we're gonna bring both hands on the inside of the front leg. Hold here. If you have your back toes turned under, let that foot relax, let it go. Keep pressing the pelvis forwards. If this is not deep enough of a stretch here, hugging the knee in towards the shoulder, you'll take the outside elbow down. Assess how that feels. If you want a little bit more, then you'll take the inside elbow down. Take a couple of breaths there and be where you can breathe. If you're down on the forearms, you're gonna come up onto the hands, sit back just a little bit, and then swing the leg around behind you. You're gonna come up tall on the knees. Again, bring the hands back behind you. Either interlace just the fingertips, whatever you can do here. You're gonna open the chest. If you can bring the hands all the way together at the knuckle or the palm, and then push the hands downwards away from you. Open the chest, look upright, hold this. Maybe lift the hands up a little bit, finding a little bit of a deeper stretch. Bring the chin down to neutral, slowly release the arms. We'll come forwards and go seated on our mat. You can stay on the knees if that feels more comfortable to you. I just want you to place your hands in your lap, the palms facing up or down, wherever feels best to you, but I'm just gonna rest mine here in the center of my lap. And I'm gonna close the eyes down. I just want you to take a few breaths on your own without me cueing you. Sometimes we struggle to get that breath from deep down in the belly. And we use that breath in Pilates a lot. So let's try to pull the breath from deeper than just our nostrils or the chest. So I want you to breathe in through the nose, the chest, the belly, and exhale from the belly, the chest, and the mouth. Okay? Breathe in from the nose, the chest, the belly. Exhale out of the mouth, the chest, and the belly. Again, breathe in through the nose, feel the breath there. It might feel cold. The chest, the belly. Exhale, open the mouth, let it come out of the chest and the belly. Do just a couple more on your own in silence, feeling the rise and the fall of the chest and the belly. Good. Roll the shoulders back just a couple of times. Go ahead and open the eyes. Move the head from side to side. Roll it around if that feels good. Very good. Much more relaxed than whenever we started this morning. Nice job. Thank you so much for joining me in class today. I will have mat class again next week on Monday and Thursday. And I look forward to seeing you. So this is for the next few weeks, and then we'll continue past that. It's very probable that we'll continue past that as well. If you want to unmute yourself, you can do so now, and I'll turn our recording off.
Thank you, Katie. Have a great weekend.